welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, they tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome.
All right, give it a stretch. All right, so welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on, because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works, it allows me the opportunity to be able to set time aside to work on projects. Like I spoke about it earlier, but I am going to a hackathon in Barcelona to help developers be able to integrate our products for the company I work for into their projects. And I was kind of going through other sponsors to see if we can maybe integrate some stuff. I showed something earlier on something that I worked on. And so I want to have that. And I thought of another one. I was looking through some of the other ones. I think I might be able to put together something. So we'll see. It's pretty cool. It'll be built on other projects that I've already created, because I have a bunch of sample apps. I kind of want to show folks like, hey, you can like put these things together and incorporate in these other things. So that's what I want to kind of show. So I'm going to be building up off of one of the other sample apps that I have, and kind of like integrate stuff to kind of show possibilities for people. You know what I'm saying? Because I want, if I can, in my dream world, I would like for all the people participating in the hackathon to be able to use our product in some sort of way in their project. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm trying to come up with ways to make it a little bit easier for them. So neither here nor there. That's what I've been working on. And I think I might be able to get 2 at this one. So we'll see. Like 3, to have 3, I think would be pretty good. And if I can come up with anything else, but have 3 like different ways to sponsor, be able to integrate. And then who knows, maybe in the future, it could probably do something like official or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm kind of going into this with. All right. All that being said, this is the reason why I have untilit.works, and also for other random projects. Like I am cleaning up. It may not look like it. It was worse. This workshop. And so I finished the project. It's time to like clean some stuff up before I start this next project. And I got some equipment coming in, and some shelves I'm gonna put over there. You can't really see it, but on the other side there. And yeah, I have a bunch of shelves here. I'm gonna put some shelves there, and it'll be fine. Everything will be good. Neither here nor there. All right. So untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, focus work, working on you working on, trying to make some progress. Break sessions are these, where I'll pop up on the video to remind you to take a break, get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting in the internet. Whatever it is, let your mind not think about the thing you're just working on, and give it a chance to rest. At least for me, because if I didn't do these break sessions, I would still be working on this project and getting like focused and forgetting about time and stuff. So with this, it kind of lets me think about stuff, and I'll be refreshed when I get back to it. Now, below, if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why the notice there is saying you may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is the open closed caption button. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And so next to that space, hopefully the words I'm saying will be transcribed and placed in there accurately. Then there's 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. They're probably broken, and I'll fix them at some point. Then there's a timer counter when the next break session happens, or the next work session starts, and when the next break session ends. And If you'd like to join to chat, you can do that there. Ask questions. All right, cool. It's not like it's going to start raining again. It's been kind of like off and on raining. Yep, no, it's definitely started raining. Or that's just windy. I don't know. Neither here nor there. So let me show you what the work session will look like. So that was the break session. Work session looks similar to this. Share my screen. All right, so in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. On the left, there's an audio player, so if you want to listen to some tunes while you're working on you can do it there. Here towards the center, we have the to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your task there, hit enter or the plus button, it'll add it to the list. You can edit a task by clicking the text. You can delete it by clicking the X button, or if you want marking complete, click the checkbox. That'll then send it to this done section, and if you click the header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a brand new tab or window, and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing out all the things that you got completed. For me, it's a nice okay, cool. For me, it's like a nice visual way showing to myself that I got some stuff done, and like a reminder that even if I don't get anything done during the week, at least I know I got some stuff done today to make me get closer to my goals. Over in the right column, there's a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session starts, again, like 15 minutes after the hour. The view tutorials, if you click that, now let's say you don't have a particular thing you want to work on, and you heard that web development sounds cool, but you don't know where to start. I'll have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through them, I think if you complete those projects, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. Give me a second. There's rain is starting to come into the window. All right. So now, if you're already into web development and maybe you're looking for some cool projects to kind of, get your creative juices going, and maybe you can take that project and, expand upon it, I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibility is to look over tutorials. For example, one tutorial is you follow the tutorial, you end up with a web application as an input box and a call button. Now, you put your real world phone number in that input box, hit call, and your real world phone will ring, and you have a conversation back and forth. Then I have one that's the opposite, where you get a virtual number. You link that to the application you create following that tutorial, and from your real world phone, you can call that virtual number, answer it in the web application, and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where 2 users log into an application, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So those are there if you'd like to check them out. All right. What else? Oh, excuse me. Woo, tired. Now, my bad. I just thought of something. The thing I'm working on, I think I figured out something that I was thinking about. That I was kind of getting stuck on. So hey, that's one of the cool things about this break sessions. All right. Those are the tutorials. Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. And don't worry about the highlight thing that's broken. I'll fix it at some point. Now, Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on you can create a Hako, which is a room that you can invite people to join the room. And the hope is that together as a collective, you'll be able to come up with a solution or the feedback on a thing that you're working on. So if you're to click View Hako, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to request to join. I also added this filter by keyword list. So maybe there's a specific subject or topic you're looking for. Maybe it's in the list, and you'll be able to narrow down the results by that. Now, if you click Create a Hako, you're presented with a form. You put in a title and 3 keywords. You hit Create, it'll generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. We got the title here at the top. On the left, you can leave with the leave button, or if you want to open the menu for some more options, you can do that there. There's a text chat here below to the right. On the left is a countdown timer, count when the next break session happens, again, like 15 minutes after the hour. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link to join the Hako, they just don't automatically join your room. They're requesting to join your room. So you'll be able to see them show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out their profile. And then from there, you can make a decision whether or not you'd like to approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and kick them out your room. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because again, the point of the Hako is where you get help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. And I think by being able to show others what it is that you're seeing, you'll be able to provide the context for them to be able to get you the help or feedback because they can see what you're seeing. Now, like I mentioned, the way you communicate through the Hako, there's a text chat here to the right, pre-message here towards the bottom, hit send, it'll add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I also have the opposite available where you can enable text to speech. So maybe you're not looking at that tab where the chat is, and maybe you're looking up something else. You can still follow along because any messages put into the text chat would be read out aloud by your browser. So you don't need to actually look at the text chat to follow along. And yeah, again, check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And that is that. Cool. I'm going to get y'all back to work so I can get back to work. Because again, I think I might have figured out a way to make this work. So I'm going by, so the things that I want to incorporate into this demo application for the hackathon, I think I have like I mentioned, a web sample already. And I was kind of going, it's involving WebSockets. And I was going through one of the other sponsors, and they mentioned WebSockets. I think we're using the same WebSocket library, so that'll be good. And what I want to be able to do is get the audio, transcribe it, send it off somewhere, get some information, and then have this other thing say it back into the video call that we're in. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like maybe like a fact checking thing. Just something like pretty quick, because I'm not trying to be too narrow in scope. I just want to show these things working, you know what I'm saying, together. And so people then can come up with their own ideas on top of that. You know what I'm saying? I might suggest some stuff, but I want them to be able to suggest, like, oh, yes, I can make that happen if I glue all this stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. All right, cool. Let me get y'all back to work so I can get back to work and work on this thing. But I do want to show something that the hackathon has to do with AI, and I wanted to show something I created with AI. It's like a specific thing for my own personal use case, and I wanted to show that. So we'll talk about it when we come back, all right? So till then, I wish you much productivity. I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. This right here is from an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, a.k.a. A Butter. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. And peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I'm feeling like yeah. And everybody said yeah. We spread love